with something even more bizarre than the green table. In addition to the aforementioned Peter Sellers, Dr. Strangelove also starred George C. Scott. Kubrick tricked Scott into playing the role of General Turgidson more comically than Scott wanted. Again, Kubrick got what he wanted out of his actors. He talked Scott into doing wacky practice takes as a way to loosen up for the real takes. Kubrick insisted nobody would ever see the footage, but instead, he used these takes in the final film. Number 3. Almost murdering the cast of Fear and Desire. This was Kubrick's first film. It is also considered his worst, even by the director himself, who later disowned it. The production had terrible budget constrictions. It was made for only $50,000. Even in 1953, this was not much for a motion picture. As a cost-saving measure, Kubrick used a crop sprayer to create fog, but he nearly murdered the cast because it still contained poisonous insecticide. Number 2. Driving Shelley Duvall crazy in The Shining. In this film, Shelley Duvall had to portray someone living with a madman. Since Jack Nicholson is only mildly nuts on his best day, Kubrick took the role of the madman himself, and it worked. He intentionally made Duvall feel uncomfortable on the set of the film, forcing her to perform the scene in which she tried to defend herself with a baseball bat a staggering 127 times. She really was afraid. She really was crying. That is why her performance was so convincing to audiences. He was also not the friendliest director. He forced actor Adolphe Menjou to do the same scene 17 times. The actor insisted he gave his best take, and requested they take lunch, as it was well past the usual lunchtime, but Kubrick wanted to go again. The actor absolutely exploded on the set, yelling, swearing, pleading to stop, insulting the director, everything. Kubrick said nothing until the actor was finished. He then calmly said, "All right, let's try the scene once more." Pages in The Shining. One of the greatest and most frightening horror films of all time, The Shining is not only infamous for the terror it instills in the audience, but also the madness behind the scenes. Possibly the most famous scene, not counting the "here's Johnny" moment, is when Shelley Duvall's character finds a typewriter that her husband had been using. It reads, "All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy."
Are you a one? Don't believe me and have a job?
Over and over and over again. One might assume that someone typed up that page for the director and made a few dozen copies, and that was that. Not so. Kubrick made his secretary type each page individually, every day, all day, for months. Did this change anything about the movie? Probably not, except to Kubrick himself, who probably thought this made the story feel more real. At least, to him.
Yeah, that's just there's a dilemma there, because everybody likes Shining. It's such an awesome movie. You can watch it over and over again, and it has this effect on you. Well, it's the emotion, it's the pain, it's everything those actors went through that radiating right through to the screen and to you. Basically, what they paid for, well, they probably paid for over and over again. I don't know. That's what it is. I mean, they always talk about me like he needs to flip out and everything like that. No, I don't need to flip out. I don't want to flip out. I'm not going to flip out because of all the power in me or something. Well, the whole idea is to, make me into a Cyclops or, leave me permanently injured without a leg or, a little slashed on one of my cheeks. That's what the whole idea is. He's got to flip out. He's got to flip out. He's got to flip out. No, I'm not going to flip out. Nor am I going to try and find a way, like over here, down here, basically, there's no invitation. Just go hop in the freaking taxi cab down the street that's waiting for you. Well, why is it down the street? Where's my fucking invitation? I'm not going to try and go in. I'm not going to go in there. I mean, like, Eyes Wide Shut kind of depicts As Above, So Below. I mean, I think with the orgy party, they said that They said the models were the ones that were being screwed. Well, guess what? The real ones were having done to them. That's above, so below. Third eye. Trying to think. Oh, and when he went there, he got caught. They knew it. Of course, they knew it through the third eye. They all had masks on, but they knew it. And he was brought in, and they told him to strip naked, and they were going to do something terrible to him, kill him in one hell of a horrible way. And that's the way they keep these things a secret, and that's what they want to do with me. I mean, I'm not going to try and find hell, so I can get burnt, or I can get mutilated, or I have my balls chopped off and turned into a woman. Yeah, I'm not lying either. I'm not going to give up my liberties and everything like that and give in to pain, endless pain, fear, and death. The thing is, these actors like Kerbick, I'm sure he suffered something immensely before he even got to that. I mean, the way they tax us is unbelievable. The technology they got, it's all ours. Came from us. We only use a third of our brain. Guess what? It's just unbelievable. And the only thing, and just like they try to limit me, they're limiting me right now through other people. You don't realize how much blood is shed. I mean, wars are won. Basketball, football, million games are all won on, as well as wars. War is bloodshed on bloodshed. It's crazy. It's just manipulation. Extortion of God, basically. It's very childish, 5-year-old mentality. It is. It's all it is. It's just wanting absolute control. It's wanting to torture a person and drag them down. I mean, when I was in the hospital for my 14 days there, man, it was one hell of a time. It must have been like 14 centuries, not 14 days. Which is why I see people getting young and old again, right? I guess there's always supposed to be a prize at the end of the road. I'm not looking for that prize because it's just going to involve a hell of a lot of pain. I feel so sorry for people, man, that have had to go through such terrible horrors, unbelievable pain and mutilation and stuff like that. Just stuff that I can't even describe or begin to put it out there. And that's what keeps the secret the secret. And what do you think they're going to do with me? So I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. And it's shown over and over again. If I wasn't extremely, I don't know if I'm patient. I'm not God. I think God has a way of working through me, but at the same time, speaking to Him, you guys, my weakness is your weakness. You're going to end up destroying yourself.